I recently came in contact with a young adult who is having sex. I'm not sure if it's unprotected or if she is using protection, but she relayed a story to me, and I thought it would be interesting to go along with what I have to tell you today. She is only in the 6th grade. She's 11 years old, and she feels to believe that there are so many things to prevent pregnancy that it doesn't matter whether or not she protects herself or use condom, which is very ignorant. And I don't think it's purpose, but she don't have anyone that she can talk to, and she didn't have anyone else that she can relay her story to. So of course, me being the open person, she spoke with me. And it just so happened that in her conversation and in my speech, her story fits right in. So she's in a situation right now where she don't understand what's going on. So she's basically doing something that she has no knowledge about. However, there are some people that are knowledgeable, and they perceive that the morning after pill, also known as the Plan B, is also a way to prevent pregnancy, which I don't agree. And I believe that this pill should also be used with condoms only because it does not protect against STDs. Just to give you a little information about this regimen, it is an emergency type of contraception. It is not birth control. It is one dose regimen, which means you only need one pill after having unprotected sex. I want to encourage you that this pill is not something to prevent STDs. This is something that you need to use protection with, along with any other sexual ideas that you may have. Many people, when it comes down to this one dose pill, many people argue that it's a predetermined abortion. It increases the number of participants in unprotected sex, and it also affects human reproduction. I can't agree with the fact of that it does have some type of effect on human reproduction, only because when you're pregnant, it does not cause you to have an abortion. It basically is something that you would take before a fetus is actually produced. So that's one thing that I do not agree with. However, the fact that it does increase participants that want to have unprotected sex is a problem. And I want to encourage everyone not just to use this pill as a preventive pregnancy method, but I want you to understand that it is very important that we still protect ourselves, because you can come in contact with a STD only simply because you're ignorant or you're not knowledgeable about what you're doing. And you can also have unprotected sex with someone that you don't know is having unprotected sex with someone else, which means everybody can be affected. And then you also have that person that forces you to have sex with them, and you don't know what diseases or what STDs or what they have. So my thing is, you're not going to just use the morning after pill or the Plan B to say, I don't want to become pregnant, so this is what I'm going to use. If you're going to have sex, if you're going to use this pill, also protect yourselves, because STDs are not named and not for anyone specifically. It can happen to any of us. So you always want to use condoms. And when you think about this, you just have to think about condoms can prevent pregnancy. Condoms and the contraceptive can prevent pregnancy. However, only condoms can also protect you against STDs. There are many people in New Orleans, I know for sure, that are affected with HIV. However, we don't know just by looking at them or talking to them. We only know by when we read about them or if they let us know. And young adults ought to be mindful that, okay, you can go to Walgreens, you can buy this pill over the counter, but what happens if I get chlamydia, or if I get syphilis, or I get HIV? Those are things that you have to spend more money on, and you have to see a doctor, and you have to find a way to cure yourself. So just be mindful that the morning after pill is not just for preventing pregnancy. I don't want my mom to know that I'm pregnant or I'm having sex and nobody will find out. This is something serious, and you have to understand that it is not a cure for STDs.